Welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm at Brompton-on-Swale Methodist Church to look at this lovely two-manual tracker action pipe organ. Firstly, if you haven't been to this channel before, my name is Paul and I visit pipe organs all over the place wherever I can get in. So if you're interested in pipe organs and haven't yet subscribed, I would be so grateful if you would find the subscribe button, which is down here somewhere, and join me on these visits, help support the channel. I would really appreciate that and thank you. But without further ado, let's have a look at this lovely organ. So I haven't done tons of research on this organ because I only found out last night that I was coming. But this organ was built in about 1894 by Lewis & Co of London. Lewis & Co were, if my memory serves me correctly, were obviously based in London, but they merged with Henry Willis at some point. They are a very reputable organ builder. I haven't seen many up here in the northeast of England, but I'm sure others do exist. But from the short play that I've had on the organ before pressing record on the video, it does sound really nice. Unfortunately, a few of the stops are listed but don't work. That's a little bit disappointing, but the ones that do sound really nice. So I'm going to start as usual on the grate, the stops for which are here on the right. Let's have a go. So the first stop on the grate is an 8-foot open diapason, and I'm guessing that these front pipes here are part of the open diapason, but it sounds like this. That sounds really nice. This is a small chapel and very easy to fill sound wise. So impressed so far. Next we have a Lieblich Gedacht. It's also an 8-foot. Next we have a Dulciana. It's an 8-foot. Oh, that's nice. That's a lovely tone for a Dulciana. I really like that. This camera is back to front to what it normally is. I can't quite get my head round it. And next we have a 4-foot, and this is an octave. Let's try that with the open diapason. That's lovely and bright and powerful. I like that. The next two stops, unfortunately, as mentioned earlier, are listed. They have stop heads, but they don't pull out. So I'm assuming that they are prepared, but there are no pipes in it yet. Whether there ever will be, I don't know. But the two stops are a Floto Traverso, which obviously I can't demonstrate, and Very sadly, there is a 2 foot which is a Flortina, which unfortunately again I can't demo, but that 4 foot octave is bright and powerful. I like that. That actually almost makes up for the fact that there isn't a 2 foot, particularly a Flortina, which I always find is a little bit dull for a 2 foot. A 15th is much better. But let's try everything together on the grate, see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. What a lovely, bouncy, great, and so bright and cheerful, and certainly without that 2 foot, that is absolutely fine. I really like that. While we're here on the right, let's have a quick look at the pedals. There's only one stop to think about. Let's have a look. So the pedal board is a straight pedal board. Again, I'm assuming for the benefit of this video that it's tracker. It may be tubular pneumatic, I'm not absolutely sure. There are 4 combination pedals, 2 for the grate, 2 for the swell, and there is a centralised balanced swell pedal. There is 1 stop. In actual fact, there are 2 stops, but only one of them is active, and it is a 16 foot sub bass. Which on its own isn't particularly powerful, but when coupled and works as that backing stop, if you like, for want of a better phrase, pretty effective. We also have another stop which again doesn't work, doesn't pull, assumably is prepared for, is a violin, and it's a 16 foot. It would be nice to have that. That would really fatten that bass up. We haven't got it, so we do just have that sub bass. Let's move on to the swell. So the first stop on the swell, the stops for which are obviously here on the left, is a raw flute. It's an 8 foot. Nice. That is a beautiful flute. Next we have that stringy diapason. It's a Geigen principal. Nice again. Box shut. Again, it's a nice effective swell pedal, and the depth in that Geigen principal is stunning. We have a Vox Angelica. Which stops the Tennessee. Next, super disappointed. This is another stop that doesn't pull, and it's a Vox Celeste. Wouldn't that be nice to have to go along with that Vox Angelica, or Vox Angelique, as it is written on here. So unfortunately that Vox Celeste doesn't work. Next we have a 4 foot Geigen principal. Let's try that with the 8 foot. Very nice, I do like that. Okay, so we also have 2 reeds on the Swell. The first is an 8 foot horn, which sounds... That's a lovely horn. This organ, by the way, is tuned by John Clough of Bradford. When was it last tuned? Because it sounds pretty sharp. 6 months ago. It sounds pretty in tune, so that's good. Lovely horn. Next we have an oboe, which again we're in a similar situation or the same situation. The stop doesn't pull, assumably prepared for, so I can't demonstrate that. Finally on the Swell we have a tremulant. Now this does pull, but it doesn't work, nothing happens. There's no other stops or pedals to operate the tremulant, so just got to assume that doesn't work. I'm not sorry about that one. I know some of you will be. I'm not a big fan of tremulants, although it would be nice in the absence of that Vox Celeste. That would kind of make up for that, but we haven't got it, so there we go. Before we try something on the Swell, there are 3 couplers. I probably don't need to tell you what they are. There's the Swell and Grater pedal and the Swell to grate. So I'm assuming they all work. Yeah, so overall a really nice organ, but before we conclude, let's have a go on the Swell, see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. As I'm in a Methodist church. So I'm super impressed with this little organ. It's a real shame that some of the key stops don't work, like that Vox Celeste. It would be nice to have the oboe and the 2 foot, even though it's just a floatina. It would be nice to have that, although that 4 foot does add to that brightness, so it's nice to have that. It also would be nice to have that viola just to add that extra depth to the pedals. But overall a really nice organ, a nice action. It looks nice, it's a lovely chapel. If you're wondering why it's nearly Christmas and I haven't played any Christmas carols to get you all in the mood, it's because when I played the carols on the video that came out the other day, YouTube flagged me down for copyright reasons, so I'm having to avoid those. That's just a quick explanation as to why this doesn't really have a very Christmassy feel. But let's conclude by having a go on the organ, everything together, and see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. Is a lovely organ. I am so pleased I came to this one. It's just a lovely organ. I don't know what else to say. The action is lovely. The pedals just, it's just a lovely organ. Just a shame about the missing stops, but there we go. We can't help that. Nothing to do with us. As usual, thank you very much to the people here at this church who have opened up for me this morning and allowed me to record this video. I am very grateful for that. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. It really helps, and I will be so grateful. And until next time, I shall see you later. Bye for now.